What's up, everybody? Art Squatch.
Taylor.
Back here at Cats for Deliveries. Friday morning, we're going out to a spot we like to sit. I just want to talk a little bit about before we get there. This is actually, I don't know, 15 miles from where we live, the northeast side of the boundary. Last night we had an issue. We were up here. There's a lot of Taco Bell orders and stuff up here, and it doesn't seem like there's a lot of people delivering, so we like to sit up here in this area. But anyway, I turned my Grubhub on. I was doing Dash for a while, and then I turned the Grubhub on, and the first 5 orders that I get,
yeah,
they're wanting me to drive from where I'm at 20 miles west to the other edge of the boundary to pick up this order, and then take it not very far from where the restaurant is. But the problem is the pay is like $5, $6, and it's like to go 20 miles there just to the restaurant is like $3 in gas. So I mean, by the time it's all said and done, we make $2, and it's going to take 45 minutes to do this. So I rejected them, but I got 5 rejections and 1 order that I actually did. And they actually sent me a text. They were, kind of mad at me for not taking orders, telling me to turn my available off if I'm not going to take orders, which it was an automated text, but I sent them back a text saying, send me orders that are worth it, and I'll take them, no problem. But yeah, so anyway, we're going to try this again. It actually started, the first time it happened to us, we were way south of in our boundary, and this was telling us to come up here again, which it was 20 miles from where we were at to come to this restaurant, KFC. We passed 4 KFCs to get there, and then the order was actually coming 18 miles back to where we were sitting, and we're like
$6.
Yeah, and it paid $6, and it's like, why are these people ordering from a restaurant 20 miles from their house? And we passed 3 other KFCs to get towards that area. We rejected this order finally when we found out we were gonna have to drive. We're in the Flint, Michigan area. So if anybody knows this area, we were in Grand Blanc. The KFC they wanted food from was in Davison, 20 miles away. These people live in Grand Blanc. It was 17 miles back to their house. And I just don't get, we called Grub and let them know, but I guess in this video I wanted to tell you guys about this. Hopefully maybe somebody from Grubhub will see this eventually and wonder why KFC and Taco Bell, this has happened several times to us, where we will drive past 5 or 6 Taco Bells to go to a specific Taco Bell. Now I get if you don't like the service you get at a certain Taco Bell or something, fine, but I mean, there's got to be if there's 3 of them close to you, pick one of the 3. I mean, I'm seriously, there's Taco Bells everywhere out here, and we have driven past 6 of them to get to a specific Taco Bell, just to go back past all these Taco Bells. And there's got to be a better way. Like, Taco Bell and KFC should be able to communicate. If I'm sitting in Grand Blanc and their order's going to Grand Blanc, why can't I go to the KFC that was actually a half mile around the corner from where we were sitting and get this KFC and take it right to them? It'd be quicker, the food would be hotter, it wouldn't cost a bunch of money driving around. Like, we really could have went a mile up the road to KFC and 2 miles to the people's house and had that order delivered in the time that it would take us just to drive from Grand Blanc to the one that they wanted their food from in Davison.
And a big thing, guys, is a lot of people, especially with Grubhub, believe that if you start rejecting orders that you're not going to get orders or Grubhub's going to penalize you.
Well, that's the other thing here, that we both run our Grubhubs. We're kind of experimenting in that way. So I know most people don't run two people in the same car, but we find it a little easier sometimes, down in the city and stuff, when you're parking, if somebody's in the car. I know we can park for deliveries anyway, but it's just a lot easier if somebody's in the car or something were to happen, whatever. But any problems, we have somebody, I can use the phone or whatever while he's driving. But the main thing, we're comparing these. Now, he's accepted 100%, not dropping blocks, blah, 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 got his Premier. All this week got Premier. I'm a partner driver on mine. Like, I basically, reject orders I don't like. I don't feel, the blocks mess me up because I'll schedule a block from 10 until 12:30, and then another one, I'd say, okay, I'm going to take an hour break there, so another one I'd say 1:30 or 2. Well, the problem is, my block ends at 12:30, I get an order at 12:25, I'm not done till 1, and then I don't have a break anymore because my new block starts. So I drop blocks, stop signing up for them really, unless they give me some sort of bonus to do so. And I mean, sometimes I'm busier than he is, but it doesn't seem to matter. I don't know if it's just our area maybe, because there's not a lot of drivers, but he has not gotten any better orders than me. We have not, this whole week he's been Premier, I've been partner. We've gotten 0 catering orders. I mean, I turn mine on and I'm getting orders just as quick as he is. They're sometimes sending me the order, and if I reject it because the people don't want to tip and it's, $4 to do a 30-mile round trip, I'm not going to do that. I'm sorry, but if you can't tip it and make it worth my while, then I'm not taking them. It's not worth my time. But it'll go to his phone, and then they'll try to get him to take them. And last night when I rejected all those, he did too, because everyone, I think probably 4 of the 6 orders that came through, we finally did the last one because we were on our way home and going past there, but 4 of the 6 orders I got first. He's Premier, I'm partner, we're in the same car. I'm not even on a block, I think. I don't know if you were on a block. He was on a block last night. I wasn't. Actually, it gets better than that. I was supposed to be on a block, and I canceled the block because I didn't want to run it until the time that it was going. I was just, because we weren't real busy, so we weren't gonna waste our time if we didn't need to. So anyway, I canceled my block, and then immediately log back in and make myself available, and I start getting orders. And actually, he's on a block. I just canceled the block and just turned myself on, and he's getting the orders after I'm getting the orders because I reject them. And I don't know if it's low value, so they're sending it to me first instead of him because they weren't paying anything. But yeah, and anybody that's watching that does order, which we'll do a video for customers of Grubhub and Dash, if you're not going to tip, then people are going to reject your order, and you're going to have a hard time getting your food at all, if on time or whatever. Like, it just, a lot of people hit, I believe we're going to order from there too, just to have that experience. But from what I'm being told, there's an option. If you don't want to put a tip on the card, you put cash tip, and they try to get you to get that, which I'll confirm that when we order. But in our area anyway, a 0 tip on the app means a 0 tip when you show up. Like, there has not been, I tell you, we got a $10 tip from a guy, cash, when we got there. The guy tipped us $5 on the app. So we got paid almost $10 for the order, and then he tipped us $10 when we got there. So I gotta say, of the 3 cash tips that we've gotten for doing this for the last 3 weeks, I think only 1, or maybe 1, it might have been 2 of them that didn't tip on the app and just tipped us when we got there instead. Like I said, the biggest tip that we've got was a guy that already tipped us on the app. So it
got even better. He didn't even get his drinks.
Yeah, but so, if you're not gonna tip, then it's going to be harder to get your order. And for those of you doing driving, don't short yourself. Don't take orders that are $4 and $5. If the people aren't willing to tip you to get their food and not go out in the cold or whatever, it's cold here. If they're not going to tip you, don't take those orders. Just reject them. I'm telling you right now, as far as I can tell, at least in our area, it's not affecting anything whatsoever. So, yeah, just wanted to get you out. We're about to go online here and hopefully get some orders. But said hit that like button, subscribe to our channel. We'll have more videos coming out. And yeah, hopefully get you some cash for your deliveries.